Hey everyone, Effie here. Welcome to day 2 of our fall 2016 release. Today I'm going to make this card using our new Folk Art Florals background stamp. It's a 6x6 red rubber stamp. So I'm just going to go ahead and ink it up with some Versamark ink, and then I'm going to apply my 4.25 by 5.5 card panel right onto the stamp to stamp that Versamark onto the panel, and then I'm going to spoon on some gold embossing powder and just heat set, or rather melt all that embossing powder with my heat tool. And then what you get is this really pretty folk art floral background. I wanted to create a nice repeat pattern floral stamp, and I really like the way that this design turned out. So after I emboss the panel, I'm just going to go ahead and color in the florals with some zig markers. I'm starting off with some carmine red, and after I color in a few florals with that, I'm going to color in the rest of the flowers with the scarlet red. I like the two-tone florals, so I take the scarlet red and the carmine red, and I'm coloring in the florals that way. But I did make some other cards where I just colored in the florals just one color, so it's whatever you want to do. So after I finish coloring in the roses, I take a number 81 light violet and I color in the buds. After I finish with the buds, I'm going to color my leaves with number 47 May green and number 44 deep green, and I'm going to color each leaf with both tones of the greens, and I'm just going to blend the two together. After I finish blending all the leaves together, I'm going to start coloring in the feathers. And if you want to color in the feathers with the same greens as you did the leaves, you can go right ahead because they do look similar. It's just, whatever you want your interpretation of this background pattern to be. But I wanted there to be a little bit more variety, so I chose to color in my feathers with a little bit of a light blue and light gray, and I just blended those two together. After I finish coloring this card panel, I'm going to take one of the new words from our basic word die collection. I'm going to take the word congratulations, and I'm going to actually make that a two-tone die cut. And the way I do that is I take our warm gold burnished foil tape and I put down a piece across a piece of black cardstock. This is somewhat heavyweight. And then I'm going to die cut the word congratulations above that foil tape area. But I want to make sure that half of the word has that foil tape. I want to make sure that not the entire word is foil tape, or that some portions of the foil tape is missing from the bottom. So you want to be somewhat strategic when you're placing your die down onto that foiled piece of your card panel. Now I'm just going to take the largest die from our double stitched rectangle dies, and I'm going to add some stitching to our card panel, and this is a really great way to add some interest to your cards. Once I've die cut the stitching to my card panel, I'm going to take a top folding A2 size card base, and I'm just going to adhere my panel right onto the base. After you color with zig markers, make sure that you don't touch any of the ink, because there's a possibility that it's still wet and it can come off on your fingers, and then you will then smudge your panel. So I just used a piece of scratch paper and I put that right between the panel and my hands when I was adhering the panel onto the base. So now I'm just going to adhere the congratulations die cut right onto the center of my panel, and then I'm going to finish off the card by adding some Medallion gold sequins in several sizes. And the card is now complete. I love the way that this card turned out because it was really simple to make and it was quick. There wasn't too much involved. You just emboss color and you just die cut. So the background pattern, our folk art florals, really made it easy to make this effortless card. So now I'm just going to show you some additional examples, or rather variations, of this card that I made using the other word dies from our basic word die collection from our fall 2016 release. So here are the different variations of this card that I made. You can see that I colored in some of the florals in different colors, or I didn't color them in at all, and you can see the impact that color has on this card. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you'll check out the rest of the inspiration from our design team members, and I hope that you'll come back tomorrow for day 3 of our release. We have a lot of stuff planned for you guys, including really fun giveaways. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.